For me, it's already late in the evening. We are here for my closing session of our A2Z London 2022 event engagement forum. I'm so thankful that everybody took their time and joined our event. I really met some cool new friends here on today virtually, and I'm looking forward to meeting them at the first opportunity in person. We had such a great event taking place in two locations. One is International Waters, the virtual event, and the second one, of course, an in-person event in St. Pancras Hotel in London, which was a magnificent show. By the way, it's so unfair. They are now doing a drinking party, like they are going for drinks out, and we are hanging here in a virtual space. So I decided not to miss the opportunity. So I want to raise this glass of wine with you guys. Thank you for making it to our event. Without you, that attendees, it would not be the same. It would be nothing, absolutely nothing. So thank you for joining us virtually. And I'm raising a glass to your health, to your wealth, and to your prosperity. And saying additionally that I want again to extend my full-hearted support for the Ukraine, because it's what happening there is a monstrosity. It's so unfair. There's many lives lost, and I have family and teams, and I think we live in a very terrible time. But I hope the human element will prevail. Good people, there are good people in the world that will hopefully stop this crisis, and we will all revert back to normal. Like we haven't enough with COVID, 2 years of COVID, and then this war. So I'm extending my full-hearted support to my team who are performing and working when their houses are bombed, and I hope for their safety and for the end of this effortless war. So I'm raising this glass to all the health of our attendees and to the health of my team and the prosperity of my team. We have an international team that may mostly located in Israel in a safe place, but as well we have people in Ukraine that are in line of fire. So I'm raising a glass of wine for your health and safety. Saying all that, I want to go back to our closing session, and it's really hard to make this transition from something sad to something more cheerful. But that's the reality of life. We live in Israel the same way. Like Israeli country always, there are some some bad things happens, and then the next day we find the courage in ourselves to celebrate life. Most of our Jewish holidays are about people trying to annihilate the Jewish people, and we survive. That's most of the Israeli holidays. So we are used to do this transition. Even in our Independence Day, there is one day of memorial before we are moving to celebration. So saying that, I'll continue with the closing session of this event. We had some great topics covered during it. We covered first my takeaway from this event, that technology is not here to replace the in-person, the human element. The human element is always and always, that's what I hope will be number one priority of people, of how they meet, of how they interact, and how they do business. But the virtual part, the digital part is here to complementary and give more people opportunities. For reference, I could not fly to this event. It's my in-person event in London, and I couldn't fly because my wife is expecting to deliver my first baby. Hopefully not during this live. I told it a very couple times, like she's in another room, and I'm waiting on getting more great news. And hopefully by the end of this live, we will expecting with much more ease the baby that is going to come to this world. And I hope she will come to a better world than what it is now. So the virtual opportunity is to allow people to connect more often, to be engaged more often, and to start building connections virtually, then blossom and turn into in-person connections. Like many virtual attendees here today, I'm always available on LinkedIn. I'm always available on this platform or our VA events platform. You can reach me and start a conversation with me. I always like to meet new people. That's how we get our ideas for our technology. That's how we get inspiration. I get a lot of inspiration from our virtual attendees, and I'm always glad to hear any feedback you have said you can give me, bad, good, especially bad, because if you give me a bad feedback, I can know how I can improve and grow. So thank you for attending today. Again, first takeaway, that's technology not here to replace the in-person element. Second takeaway, that hybrid events, and it was very hard day today. Like I'm all day on my legs, and my team is working very hard. Hybrid events are hard, and I hope they're gonna get simpler and better as technology progress. But what we can take away that virtual is not always need to be streamed directly two directions. And I explain you what. If you're coming to in-person event, it's best for you not to miss the opportunities of networking with people who are with you in the same room. There is no reason for looking when you're in-person event. There is no real reason for look for virtual attendees on a virtual platform if it's a hybrid event. When you have real people near you, connect with them, be engaged, build real connections. And then when the event is over, you can go into the virtual platform and start building connection with virtual attendees that you want to meet. That's how I see hybrid events should look in the future, where virtually all the attendees are part of a community and they're available online 365 days a year. But then they come for meetups and gatherings and networking days and community days. And then you have the chance to meet those amazing people you've been speaking with online in person. That's the role of the virtual community role that I envision for my company. And I hope for many other platforms that are looking the same direction. So the virtual part is an extension that allows people to connect and to build lasting relationship. And third takeaway, there was a lot of talk about the pricing. Pricing of virtual event, is it expensive? Is it affordable? How to write, what platform is right to purchase? How I fit my budget in, how I extend my budget. The price is really in the terms of how you use it. If you use the virtual event platform, not just ours, any platform, for one event with 25 people or 50 people or 100 people, it's not practical because the expenses and the preparation are so big. Virtual platforms are meant to reach wider audiences, to bridge continents together, to invite people. Like 2 years ago, when we started our company, we had our first event in virtual Paris, and we brought 1,000 attendees from 66 countries. What thing budget you will need to do it in person? It's just literally impossible. It's not good for the environment of our earth. It's not sustainable. So virtual platforms can bring much bigger audiences. So if you're doing an event that has several hundred attendees, several thousand attendees, on our biggest event, we had 50,000 attendees. Imagine that. It's a whole big football stadium. It's an army practically. So virtual option is very cost effective, I think, at any platform, not just ours. Another cost effective solution of the virtual element is that you can run unlimited number of events through the year and keep in touch with your community. So if you're planning to do one event, it's probably less effective. But if you plan to do 3, 4, 5 events per year, the cost is becoming a joke. Like our annual prices, and they're visible on our website. We're trying to be as much as affordable as possible, and you can see them on site. It started, the growth package starts from I think $680 per month, so it's really affordable. And for the bigger enterprise packages, it's become a little bit expensive, but it's still affordable because it allows you to bring many attendees. It allows you to run unlimited number of events through the year, not just one event. You can do event on a daily basis. I don't encourage it. I think there at least need to be, events once in a half year. If you are a big enterprise company, 3, 4 times a year, big events, and then a smaller community gatherings for networking, for one-on-one networking, for webinars. I do once in a month, once in a 3 weeks, once in 2 weeks. All those are great timings, and it will allow you to get a wider audience. Another great element about virtual event is that our guys in the field now in London, they're going to wrap the party soon. Everybody will drive to the next event. Confix is next, and we are as well available on Confix. So everybody who want to meet us on Confix International in London, Michal Szyk, our VP Business Development, will be there. You're welcome to meet her at our booth. As well as Stuart from Catch the Mice, who is our strategic partner. He will be at Confix. But like I told, they're going to wrap the party, close the gates, and then until we meet next time, it will take some time. But the virtual part will be open 365 days a year. The content that we are now speaking is all recorded, and all the sessions will be available. And you can consume that content whenever you want, whenever you need. And we hope to turn to be a hub of knowledge. We're looking to provide value first. We want to educate you, to bring you great speakers worldwide, to tell their experience, to share their side, to tell what future trends we should expect from event industry, and in general, what the great technologies are coming in the next years. So we are always welcome to come to our virtual platform, see new content, participate in our roundtable sessions, discussions, one-on-one networking days. We are looking forward to seeing you coming and returning to our event. So I want to again thank all the virtual attendees that joined us, and I really appreciate the time you're spending with us. It's priceless for us. As well, I want to thank some virtual sponsors that we had on January 20th. They are great technologies, great partners. I want to thank AMP. I want to thank Captello. I want to thank Engamio, such a great gamification platform. Captello as well, a gamification platform like Engamio. They have different set of games. Each one of those partners are really providing a great gamification solutions for your events. I want to thank Event Decision. Event Decision is a very important company. They, in the sustainable events delivery, they help you to understand your carbon footprint and how you deliver your events more successfully with less environmental damage to the environment. I want to thank Glinin. Glinin is a platform that helps you spread the word of your event, of your activities via social networking through the word of mouth. It's really effective. We grow so many attendees are come to our event through this Glinin marketing platform, which is very cost effective and very useful, and you can use it for events, for webinars, and for various activities when the important element is spread the word about your online activity. Incently, of course, Incently as our true friends, they're as well our general sponsors and virtual sponsors, and they provide value for attendees and they provide value for sponsors. That's amazing because many times sponsors, and that's a real issue topic, many times sponsors in virtual events doesn't get enough value. They're like paying a lot of money for sponsor the event. They're bringing people in to sponsor the event, and they are feeling like they're left behind. So Incently actually helps with that. Incently builds a currency system in any virtual events platform. We have integration with them, so it looks kind of like a part of our product, but it creates a virtual currency for all different elements of engagements, like starting a conversation, like watching a video, like accessing the booth, a booth of the sponsor. You're getting engagement points for that, engagement currency, virtual currency for that. And then they have this store, perks store, where you can get different benefits from physical gifts to virtual benefits, discounts for a product, trials for a product, on whatever. We have their store in our event, so you can go and check Incently store and get a $1,000 discounts on VA Events yearly license platform. That's one reference. And I'm so glad that we joined with Incently, and our customers love them. They're an amazing company. Their CEO is an amazing person. I'm really glad they're on board with us. Then I want to thank Twine. Twine is also a great technology. They allow one-on-one meetings, random meetings to happen, or group meetings happen randomly. We have integration with Twine. They're an amazing company, amazing solution. Some of the best meetings that I had happened on Twine when like I met total strangers and they now become my new virtual friends. So Twine is a great technology. VI Events have integration with them and I'm thankful for them. As well, I want to thank our general sponsors. I want to thank London and partners. They are the go-to guys if you are looking to do business in London, business events, business travels, whatever you're looking, they are your go-to-go guys. So London and partners, thank you for supporting us. Of course, I want to thank this magnificent, amazing hotel that you saw on the platform, St. Pancras Renaissance Hotel. It's such an iconic landmark in London, and we're so glad that we were able to bring it virtually to you. But don't stop there. You must visit it in person. So when next time you're in London, visit St. Pancras Renaissance Hotel. If you're planning your event, I can guarantee they're the best people, and they have such great facilities. All our in-person attendees loved it, and their feedback is phenomenal. I'm definitely looking forward for the next year to make our annual event there even bigger, even stronger. Hopefully no COVID, no wars, and we'll be able to join there in masses and enjoy this amazing hotel. I want to thank Spark. Spark is an AV production company. They're done our hybrid event with flawless execution. Their CEO, Elliot, is a visionary visionary man that I really appreciate, and such a great work of Spark. They're truly reliable experts of best of their field, and I'm really glad they are partnered with VI Events. Thank you for supporting our event. Saying all that, the show must come to an end today. I need to go and finish my drink, and again, raising my glass in a huge admiration of all those people who stayed such for a late hour or very early morning. Like some of the attendees come from the United States, where it's just barely a morning. So I want to thank everybody who took their time enjoying VAI events, and we are looking together to revolutionize the way events are done and to bring the immersive experience of Metaverse to the next level. We already there. We are in Metaverse platform since day one, and we some cool, great things stored in our coming your way, coming to the ways on tennis. So together with you, my president, that is, we're gonna revolutionize the world. But again, I hope that we continue to meet not just virtually, but meet each other in person in a safe and beautiful world. Thank you and have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.